Premium account. Twitter is. Yeah, go. I don't know why it won't go. You know what? Don't even worry about it. It is what it is. Ray, so you know what they say, right? They say that NC State is Carolina's rival. But you know what my question is that really our rival? You know, one of our players on the squad said something about that. But you know what? We're going to talk about it, though, here on 94 Feet of USC.
Gordy to Black. The time, 18. Shot, Jordan! Michael Jordan!
Swicker with the defense and the rebound. That's a good effort by Swicker.
Stackout freaking in on Parks. Reverse dunk is good, and he gets fouled by Parks. Oh my goodness, what a dunk by Stackout.
Interesting that he brought him back so quickly, but you know what? They're down 8. It's fair to
the glass no good. Rebound followed by Hansbrough. Good! Carolina.
inside 30 overall. Love, top of the key.
Alice about this over. Carolina. The Tar Heels have won the national championship.
And that is it. There is a new team in college basketball. North Carolina takes the title. Any final. North Carolina is the 2009 national champion. And this year, the confetti is going to fall to North Carolina. They're not going to be denied this time.
What's up, everybody? It is Friday, January 10th. First live ever on 94 Feet of UNC. Like, we are actually live right now. So let me set up these, make sure I set things up right here with some comments and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I got that. But listen, since we here, let me just make sure everybody, I appreciate all the love and support from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel at 94 Feet of UNC. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Listen, y'all, it only takes a split second to do. It's the click of a button. It's free. It's free to follow and support. Just hit that button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow me on all my socials. Right now, I'm only on 2, Twitter and Instagram. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. At 94 Feet of UNC. You know, make sure y'all tap in with me. I got some big major things lined up and coming for everybody. I'm putting in some hard work over here for sure. Like, got some free giveaways coming. Also, the merchandise. I ain't got nothing on tonight or whatever because me and my brother just decided to we're going to do something different tonight. You know what I'm saying? And try something different for everybody, you know? So it's a snowy night. It's snowing outside. We got the winter weather going on. And we just here. We're going to chop up a few things or whatever. So, but yes, merchandise is coming. Giveaways is coming. Some big major things is coming. I got ticket giveaways for games coming soon. But in order to find out, you got to tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, y'all know who this is. Y'all know who my special guest is, right? Like, it's my brother right here.
And if they don't know, now they know. Hello.
It's my brother right here. Y'all already know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and him, we go back and forth all the time. All the time, everybody. I'm just letting you all
behind
know.
the scenes, y'all. Behind the scenes. Like, sometimes I ain't gonna say it gets heated. Yeah. But it does, we go back and forth like a whole lot. Yeah,
but
it's
healthy.
It's healthy. Right? It's healthy debate. It's healthy debate.
Absolutely. Ray, what's been going on, my guy?
Man, I was pretty much like you said, man. Head down and just kind of grinding, man. You know, the winter season will force you to be that way. You know, it's a grind, man. You know, the motivation match the season. You know, hard, gritty. You know, just like I say, you just put your head down and just kind of grind, bro.
That's a fact. Hey, listen, I totally get it, bro. I totally get it. Ray, you know what I'm doing, right? Like, give me 1 second. 1 second here, you know? Got to make sure I get tapped in with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make sure we do this. We only going to do this just for a little bit. Just for a little bit, though. But, you know, I want to try something a little different. Let's see. Yeah, let's add that. Let's put that right there. I think I'm going to let me see. Can I sit that right there for a second? Yeah, we're going to sit that right there. Right there. Yeah, so listen, we live on Instagram right now. I'm just giving the people just a little taste of things, you know what I'm saying? And once they get in here, of course, you know, I got to send them to YouTube because we ain't going to be on there long. So I'm going to kind of be back and forth, my guy. I'm going to kind of be back and forth. But you already know what it is or whatever. We tapped in. Let's get right to it, though. Let's get right to it. Listen, you know I got to ask you. I got Ty in the building on the gram. Tap in, baby. We on YouTube live right now. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tap in with us, bro. Like, for sure. But anyways, Ray, let me ask you this. You've been there. You already know what it is. Like, you done played in some of these games and things like that. We got a freshman that's playing elite right now. Like you would think the boy is a senior right now and talking the way that he talking, like for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he was asked the question, what was it? Tuesday night after the SMU game.
Right.
Somebody asked him a question about how he felt about going into this weekend's his first rivalry game against NC State and and things like that. And he gave a hearty laugh, hearty look. And the only thing he said was, that's our rival. And of course, the media took it like that was a shot at NC State, things like that. So I got to ask you, you've been there, you played in these games and stuff like that. What is it like, or what does it feel like, I guess, playing against NC State? Like, what's going on with this, man? Because we all know Roy hates NC State. So
yeah. Well, I think like for a lot of the people that don't really that aren't Carolina fans, or people that aren't excuse me there, a little technical difficulty.
It's all good, my bro.
But for the people that aren't familiar with the rivalry, they would think, or that doesn't really know the magnitude of the rivalry, they would think that us and Duke are us and Duke are the more mainstream rivalry when it comes to just the whole just college sports and everything like that, just all around the country type of intensity and all of that stuff like that. But when it comes to like real beef, I should say, if I could say that, like and more gritty and nasty, like NC State, like a lot of us will agree that NC State is probably our bigger rivalry, because it's a little more deeper than just basketball when it comes to us at NC State. It's a lot of history behind that.
Yeah.
And like I say, for us and Duke, it's more so just a basketball type of rivalry, but it's a beef with us and NC State. So there's a difference. Like I said, it's a lot more going on behind the scenes
with the beef with us and NC State, you know. And it gets really nasty all the way up until you know, that tip off, man. Like it gets dirty. It gets down and dirty. So like I say, that's probably more gratifying. That's a more gratifying win than us beating Duke. If I could speak for the two, if I can speak for the two like rivalries, I think that's a more gratifying win for us than Duke. Yeah, Duke is more of a like a like I say, it's just more of a like, you know, for bragging rights of us in the sport and all of that. But
yeah,
you know, when we beat NC State, like it's like, yeah, like we want to keep our foot on y'all necks. Like it's bigger than that. It's bigger than just a sports thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So just to kind of give you a little bit of an explanation or in-depth view of how we look at that like I say, beef instead of a rivalry. It's really like a beef, like a serious beef.
Yeah. But you know, listen, I know to my knowledge, Coach Williams hates NC State. I mean,
yeah, I mean that's pretty much all the way around the board.
Yeah.
It ain't just Coach Williams. It's all the way around the board, bro. Like
that's true. That's true. But I mean, the reason why I say that is because like I heard some stories. Like, number one, Coach Williams don't even own anything with red in it. Like, to my knowledge, as far as clothing article.
You know what?
Like,
I've never seen him in anything red. Now that you say that.
Exactly. So, you know, like and then when you look at his record against NC State, it's like during his whole tenure at UNC, it was like what, 30, 35, 39 and 4 or something like that. Like,
yeah,
I mean, the man
that's ridiculous. Yeah.
The man just can't stand NC State. I'm still trying to figure out what has caused that, though. Like, those
kind of beefs and rivalries have been long before we were even, before we were even thought about. You know, those beefs started probably way back. You know, so like we just inherited those beefs and we take it and we wear it with pride. You know, like. Just like the fans, the fans don't have a clue as to why the beef started or any of that, but they take it and they wear it. It's like, look, this is our rivalry. Okay, I hate that guy over there. You know, so
yeah,
that's it. It just goes with the territory. It comes with the territory. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand it. Listen, everybody, man, come on over to YouTube. Like, I'm on here chopping it up with my brother Rayshawn Terry, man. Like, y'all come on over to YouTube, jump in the comments over there, subscribe to the channel. You know, Ray, I got to go back and forth a little bit here.
Yeah,
you know,
it's okay.
Man,
you know, right. You got to do what you got to do, dog. Got to do what you got to do, player.
Absolutely, bro. Like, for sure. So, but yeah, man, y'all come on over. Like, we ain't gonna be on Instagram all night, but we are live right now on YouTube.
Hey, what's your motto? We ain't here all night. We ain't here for a long time. We here for a good time.
We ain't here for a long time, but we here for a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's that the same thing applies on Instagram too. Like, I'll make sure everybody gets that. Like, listen, come on over. Y'all want to chop it up? Let's get in the chat. Jump in the chat. Me and Ray will reply to, you know, some comments and things like that. We'll make sure we interact with everybody.
Though? Huh? You know what it'd be dope? Like, if we, like, you know, obviously we have our tasks, you know, that we have to do, but you know, kind of respond if some of the people are leaving like questions in the comments, that'd be dope to kind of answer and kind of freelance a little bit, you know.
Trying to get them. That's the reason why y'all heard that, right?
Yeah. So y'all give us, you know, if y'all got some questions or y'all have any stories that you guys, you know, can kind of relate to or, you know, reminisce on that we can kind of piggyback off of, let me know. I'm
yeah,
interested
for sure. Like
because
y'all,
it's been so many, it's been so many over the years, man. I forget. So I forget a lot of those stories.
yeah, yeah. Like I know you already know the last game that I went to, as far as Carolina and State, I went to was that 2016, 2017, the Marcus Page shot in Raleigh.
Yeah.
I mean, that atmosphere was incredible. It was incredible, man.
Hey, that it was the RNC Center or something like that.
The PNC
PNC
Arena.
Center. Like, man, listen.
No, matter of fact, no, you might be right. I think that was the RBC Bank Center or something like that. Yeah, at that time.
That place be rocking, bro. It get the cracking in there. Like,
that's
it be
for
loud.
Sure.
It gets loud in there.
It gets very loud in there. Like, listen, man, it was me, my pops, and my uncle. Like, we went there, and of course, State fans in there talking trash. Of course, you got your few Carolina fans in there, but when you sitting in a sea full of red, and you the only one wearing the blue, like, and especially if you win. Right. Like, you kind of got to tread lightly when you're getting out of there. You got to hope, in a way, you kind of hope you get out of there safely, because, I mean, NC State fans, they go nuts. They are just insanely crazy. Yeah. So, I mean, but, we was fortunate enough to get that W. Marcus and TJ went off that night. Like, they was kind of going back and forth with each other. But, incredible atmosphere, man. Like, and like you said, it was loud. It was extremely loud. Right. And good God Almighty, man. Like, that was my first Carolina NC State game that I had ever been to. So,
okay.
That I don't know. I ain't got a lot of memories with Carolina NC State like that. I mean, what I know you do. So I mean, let me hear some.
Like I say, I was explaining to you, some stuff to you earlier about how, like, just the intensity and just everything leading up until tip off, man. It's the behind the scenes stuff be crazy, man. Like, the vandalizing of the campus, and the to going over and to their side doing the same thing, and it's just like I say, by the time we're playing, like, we're pretty amped up. It's like we fired up, like we're very fired up, and it's almost like, look, man, forget the basketball game. Let's just go toe to toe with these dudes. Like, that's how deep it be. It'd be intense. Like, it's on site. Like, even after the game, if we see them somewhere out, this is like, it'd be on site. Like, yo, we see them guys, it's smoke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I say, and we don't even be understanding and be knowing what all of that is from, like where it's stemming from or anything like that. But we wear that rivalry, and we take on any and every piece of that beef. I remember, I think it was, what year was that? So my junior year, we we played them first at our floor. I don't remember exactly, but I think we went to their spot first and played. No, they came to us first. I think they came to us first. Yeah, and the baseball player, Andrew Blackman, I think that's his name. Big 6'10" pitcher that played with NC State.
Bro, you asking the wrong person.
Yeah, but
you asking the wrong person.
He had got a nice little dunk down the lane and one on Wes Miller, and they were pretty geeked up about that. They were bragging and talking trash. And I think we ended up winning that game. And then it was our time to go over there and play. And I told Wes, I was like, I don't know why I said this, but I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get him back. But I was talking about like on a cheap shot or something like that. Like I was talking about like, I'm gonna get him back, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get him back. You know, like everybody knew me. Everybody knew like how I was. You know, so I was like, I'm gonna get him back. Don't even worry about it. But we go over there to their side. They, you know, to their court, and we play them. And I think it was like I say, I don't even remember exactly the time and the situation, but I know the play before that I had shot the play before I came down and shot a three, I missed it. Boom, I think Tyler ended up getting the rebound.
Yeah.
Boom, he threw it back out to me. And I went to shoot it again. I was gonna shoot it again, but I seen the lane open up. So I took a couple dribbles. And guess who I see down there in the paint? Andrew Blackman. I want to say that's his name, but I hope I'm not getting his name wrong. But you know, that was my like, that was probably one of my the best highlights of my career. It was similar to the Danny Green and the Greg Paulus situation when Danny caught the lob on him on Greg Paulus. It was similar to that, but except for mine was just, instead of the lob, I just took a couple dribbles and I boom, came down the lane. And I don't even think it was an N1. It should have been an N1. He tried to take a charge. Ooh, it was nasty. Like it made ESPN and all of that stuff. But I was like, running down the court, I pointed at West. I was like, I told you, I got you. You know, and you know, the saying was like, you know, Ray, you put him in retirement after that. He didn't play no more. So like, you know, that was very gratifying to know, like, that's going to be his last memory of playing us. Like, yeah, Ray Terry put him in that basket, and he was on ESPN. Then, you know, my senior year, we played them in the ACC championship, and you know they were pretty decent that year. With Brandon Costner, they had Courtney Fields, I forget, Engine Asher or something like that. The Turkish point guard. I forget the New York cat name. I forget his name. Had number Gavin Grant. I think that's his name. Gavin Grant.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we you know, like I say, it's NC State and us in an ACC champ. Boy, if I have never been geeked up before to play them, it was that game. Like, I'm like, bro, this is my last ACC tournament game.
Yeah.
And we get a chance to play our biggest rival, like our biggest op. We call them, we're gonna call them op. That's what it's called. They call it a date.
That's what they call them today.
Yep. Yeah, we playing our biggest op. Man, listen. Like me and Coach Williams had a little dispute, you know what I'm saying? Like throughout that game. Like we you know, me and Coach, we had a long history, man. Like we, you know, everybody that know my story that followed us, like they know how it was. They knew my story at Carolina when it come to Coach Williams, like, you know, and that game, man, me and him was just not. We weren't sitting horses with each other early on. So, you know, Coach Williams was like, look, either you gonna get with it or you gonna sit over here. And I'm like, cool, I'll just sit over here then. You know, I was just like, I don't care, bro. Like, you know, you need me anyway. You need me, so go ahead and try to prove a point if you want to. So
you was just a hardball, man. Like I mean, just wanted to play. I don't get not even so much play, but you just was just
tough, I was a hothead. I was a hothead, bro. I really was, like, but at the same time, I knew how to reel it in because I was like, at the end of the day, Coach Williams, he has the last say so. So I knew not to push it too far. But you know, that day, man, I was just in my little funk, and I wasn't giving in, and I was, you know, our mannerism, you know, everybody knows, like, we have a certain standard and a certain mannerism that we have to carry when we're on the bench. You know, when guys come out the game, everybody stands up. Guy scores the basket or makes a good pass. We pointing from the bench, all of that. So sportsmanship is at an all-time high. You know, that's the standard at Carolina. So, you know, me at that time, I'm like, man, all bets off. I don't care about none of that. Like, I'm pouting, I'm sitting down, I'm not standing up when guys coming out the game. You know, I'm like lounged back in the seat. I don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, I got young boy Will. He you know, he had ended up he redshirted that year, and he was like my little conscience at that time. You know, like, man, Ray, man, you tripping, man. You know, we need you. Him, Mike Copeland. You know, Q being the smooth, you know, the smooth character he was. He like, yo, Ray Teasy, bro. You know, you know, we need you, bro. So I'm like, man, I ain't really trying to hear that, y'all. Like, I hear you, but I'm not hearing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he want to put me, he want to sit me out to try to prove a point. Let him, all right, watch us trick this shit off then. Excuse my language. But I'm like, watch us trick it off, you know, like, so.
I mean, listen, I can't blame Coach Williams.
But, you know, hey, at some point, though, you know, like, bro, that game meant so much to me. You know, sometimes it's like when you a hothead and you know, like, you have a hard time controlling your emotions and stuff like that, it'd be hard to shake that, bro. Sometimes your pride will get in the way and it'll get the best of you. But by us playing NC State, I was able to, like, shake it. And I was like, you know what? But it's your last opportunity to beat these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And to go out on top as ACC champions. You know, we never won one. So I'm like, I probably regret this for the rest of my life if I sit here and just be letting my pride get in the way and we end up losing this game all because I wanted to be a bonehead. So, you know, I eventually reeled myself back in, and Coach Williams came down there, and after Will and them was getting on me, they ride me the whole time I'm on the bench. You know, they giving it to me too. So I'm like, man, come on, bro. And then they start coming. They went on a nice run, and it's looking like they got the momentum, and they controlling the most of the second half. You know, at that point. So I was like, you know what, man, let me stop tripping. You know, so you know, look, I'm back up. I'm back at the front of my seat. You know, I'm clapping. I'm trying to be a team sport again. And mind you, I'm the team captain now. I'm the team captain, and I'm acting all crazy like this.
Supposed to be setting an example.
Showing bad examples and everything. Set the bad example for the young.
I mean, dog. Like, I don't. Sometimes, boy, I tell you, some of your stories, boy, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
But at the same token, though, that's why a lot of my teammates love me, man, because it's like, bro, that boy Ray Terry, like, it was never a dull moment with us. Especially if I'm around, it's never gonna be no dull moment because I'm gonna keep you laughing. You know, it's always gonna be some excitement.
Yeah,
on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some excitement. So, you know, but I ended up getting back into the game, and I turned the game around, bro. And we ended up, I shifted the momentum of the game, and we ended up going on to win that game. And it was very gratifying because I really hated them my senior year. Like, I hated them. Like, if I hadn't hated them before, like, I hated them boys my senior year. So it was very, very gratifying to go out ACC champion my senior year. You know, me being able to, you know, get out my own way and get back in the game and just change the whole, you know, shift the energy of the game and end up going on to help my team win, bro, and hold that trophy. Me and Wes Miller, we the seniors, to hold that trophy up, and we get to beat our biggest op. So that was dope. That was the dopest feeling.
Yeah.
Like, that was, to me, that was my national championship, even though I had already experienced that. But, you know, like I said, as an upperclassman, you know, to be a key contributor to that, it was very gratifying, man. That's probably one of my biggest moments at Carolina.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah. I'm glad you finally got it together. Listen, everybody, we over here. We tapped in with Rayshon Terry. Like, y'all come on over to YouTube, tap in with us, because I'm gonna shut this Instagram down or whatever. Like, tap in with us, jump in the comments if you got any questions that you want to ask him, whatever the case may be. As I will say this though, Ray, I might send this out to one person right quick though, because I know that they may want to ask you something. It's one of my guys right here. Let's see if he responds real quick. If he does, then I let him jump on here real quick, because my guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even want to throw his name out there. I just had him on the show recently though, but yeah, that's my guy right there. Whatever. Let's see if he responds real quick. See if he wants to tap in. So, you prefer beating NC State over beating Duke?
Yeah.
Woo.
Not well. I would say, like I say,
that's crazy.
For just that gratification, for the streets gratification, yeah. But for sports, I would rather be Duke. But outside of basketball, I want to be NC State the most. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so to have that bragging right to walk around, because like I say, we it's not really a big issue with Duke. You know, you got to deal with the whole, like, they real sports fanatics, but NC State it's different. Like, it's different. It's a different energy with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you see them outside of basketball. You see any NC State fan outside of basketball, like, it's different. It's different with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like, yeah, like, what y'all want to do? Like, because it's tension. It's tension. Like, and it be like that, bro. It's like, dang.
Well, I mean, they want to be in the conversation with the Carolina and Dukes, and they just never will be. Like, if you ask me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, you know what? I can't really say that, because some of these schools or whatever, like, if you think like the Michigan States,
that's
Florida,
what I'm saying. It's like State. The big brother, little brother, like, they feel.
But that don't work in all, but that don't work in all cases.
It don't.
Because if you look at it like Ohio and Ohio State.
Right, exactly.
Ohio
like, when
State
you can't compete, you can't compare. You know what I'm saying? But when in situations like you say, like Michigan State, Michigan, those kind of rivalries, though, that's a different talk. But
yeah.
And it's just like, it's more understandable to those kind of arguments. But like you say, Ohio State and Ohio, okay, well, they ain't really it's not an argument. Like,
that might be like what, the only one, maybe. It's hard to think of some other ones, because is Ole Miss just plain Mississippi? Because I know you got Mississippi State.
Mississippi, yeah, they probably rivals too. Like Kentucky and Kentucky State, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, but they ain't no. I don't even. Is there a Kentucky State?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of it. I ain't never heard of it.
You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not even sure. But like, you got Kansas State. You got Oregon State.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, some people even say a small token of people, of the fans, be even trying to throw Wake Forest in that little rival.
Well, I mean, that's Tobacco Road, if you ask me. Like, Duke, North Carolina, NC State, Wake Forest, that is Tobacco Road. You're talking about, like, just imagine what that does to the not only to like the ACC, but to the state of North Carolina, if all four schools was at the top of the ACC, or whatever you want to call it. Just imagine. That would be, oh man, that would be crazy. Because I mean, if you're in the Raleigh area, Raleigh, Chapel Hill, Durham area, you already know what it is.
Yeah.
But then a couple hours down the road or whatever, you got Wake Forest. Like,
yeah, well, no, not even a couple hours. 1 hour, hour and 20, 25, hour and 30.
Yeah.
Like I say, but it's still like you got your Carolinas, you got your Dukes, and then you got your NC States. And then it's almost like Wake Forest is like, even though that's their city, they still don't have the biggest fan base.
I agree to that. I agree to that because, I mean, the Raleigh area is, and even if you include Chapel Hill and Durham, because NC State got some state fans in Chapel Hill and in Durham. So, I mean,
that's very minute, very.
I'll say this: there's
Chapel
more.
Hill, you ain't seeing a whole lot of NC State fans.
Right? There's more in Durham than it is in Chapel Hill, for sure.
Exactly, for sure.
But but
Chapel Hill, like, listen, it's almost like it's very unusual to see. I honestly, I've never seen an NC State fan while I was in Chapel Hill. Just being real, I've never seen a person that said they were a NC State fan in Chapel Hill.
It is rare. You might be right about that.
Chapel Hill is a true college city. Like,
yeah, Chapel Hill is different.
Chapel Hill is like, hey, that's almost by default. Like, you have to bleed that Tar Heel blue if you're living in that city. It's too much going on. Like, you turning everywhere you turn. It's the city. They might as well paint the city blue, Carolina blue. Seriously, like, it's that crazy.
They should. I mean, look at they paint the fire hydrants and the fire trucks and all of that is Carolina blue.
The fire trucks, everything is Carolina blue. Only thing that ain't, I'm sure they're trying to start a petition somewhere to paint the Carolina the police cars blue, Carolina blue over there.
That wouldn't surprise me. They need to.
Yeah, they should.
They need to. They need to. I mean, I'm with that. I ain't never seen one that color. Like,
and look, this has nothing to do with nothing, but that's the first place I've ever known where they give the people get free. You get to ride the bus for free up there.
I see. I never knew that.
Yep.
I don't think they do that now, though, Ray.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know about now, but when I was in school, everybody rode for free. Like,
because they surely take my $5-10 every time I get on the bus when I park the ride to the game.
I didn't know that, bro.
They sure taking my $5-10 for sure a person. Like,
oh well, yeah, the rules didn't probably change over there.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, they could be, but I never knew that. If they did that back in the day, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Dog, like I
mean, it ain't but so big, so why would you charge?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look, one street over is another city in certain parts of the city. Like, one street over, like I forget, Rosemary. Rosemary is a whole. That's considered like not
Carborough, right?
Yeah, that's like Carborough.
Yeah.
That's weird because if you drive down Franklin Street, all straight down Franklin Street is Chapel Hill.
Yeah, until you get down to what is that, like down there by the Jiffy Lube? As soon as you get ready to go in the curb.
Yeah.
Down there by Cat's Cradle.
If you go down Airport Road, that's all Chapel Hill too. But like, if you make a right before you get to Franklin Street, that's Carborough.
Yeah. Down there by Cat's Cradle.
Yep.
Yeah. That's when it starts to turn into Carborough, like somewhere down that way.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I ain't been to Franklin in a minute. I got to go, bro. I got to go.
Yeah. That's an experience every time. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I'm I'm coming down that way, man, and I get off the exit, the first Chapel Hill exit, I get chills, bro. I get chills every single time.
Yeah, I ain't been to Franklin in so long. I got to get down there, man. And get by
that energy down there is different. The air, the energy, everything is different down there, bro.
Energy is crazy. I tell everybody all the time, like, listen, if you ever want to get the experience and you come to Chapel Hill and come to a Carolina game, you better make sure you can't just come to the game. You got to go and experience.
You got to come. You got to come in like some hours some hours before, like, so you can get a full experience of what it is, what the hype is about. You got to see what it's about.
You got to see what it's about, bro. Got to see what it's about. I mean, just a beautiful campus. Like, I hate that I couldn't get to Carmichael last night, but it is what it is. It's all good, as our heels whooped up on the Blue Devils. You know what I'm saying? I mean, very low scoring game. Very low scoring game. Like, I think that was like probably like my biggest disappointment of the whole night.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I get it that
but at the same time, that's you can appreciate those low scoring games because it's about that lets you know guys
the defense is solid.
That deep.
Yeah. The defense was solid. I mean, tied at 16 at halftime was crazy.
You said what?
I said tied at 16 at halftime is crazy.
Nah, that's ridiculous. Wow, I didn't even know it was that low.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think it probably took them almost most of the first half just to get the jitters out. You know what I mean? Like, because like I said, that's a rival game. So the energy, the anxiety, everything is at an all-time high, man. So I say, playing them games like that, when you just fired up, and then like you say, what's what goes into that game.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, you out there really playing out of your body that you don't even really get an understanding of what's going on until like halfway through the first half. By the time you open your eyes, it's like, oh, junk, this first half almost over.
Yeah. When I seen that was crazy, bro. Crazy. I mean, but then the game, in the second half, it picked up a little bit, but they even went. They went into overtime.
Oh, word.
I'm like, oh my goodness! Like, I think it was like 40 apiece, tied at 40 going into halftime. I mean, not going into overtime.
Okay.
And then Carolina just kind of pulled away. But I mean, it was a lot of fouls called. I mean, a lot of fouls. Duke had a lot of turnovers. Carolina had a lot of turnovers. Like, the game wasn't the best. I've seen better UNC women's games, like, for sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Now, in my time, I was geeked for the girls' game just as much as I was with us. We were really, we was taking on they little, you know what I'm saying? Even though, that's the girls' side, but it's like, yeah, come on. Like, we fired up with them. We like, let's go. We bumping chests with them. Let's go before the game. Like, kill them. Like,
yeah.
Like, what we didn't have any problems with them outside the court. Like, that was another thing. Like, we actually hung out with the Duke guys, like, outside of basketball.
Yeah,
like, we would never do that with NC State though, ever.
Yeah, listen, I wouldn't expect y'all to do that. Duke fans.
From what I was told, they used to let the Duke guys come and hoop with us in the summertime. They never did that when I was there, but I heard stories about the Duke guys used to come and hoop with us, hoop with the fellas in the summer.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, Johnny Dawkins came and played over there. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys. Like, honestly, I've heard a lot of stories about the Duke players and UNC players
actually really getting along with each other behind the scenes or whatever. It's the fans that make everything what it is, I guess you could say. But of course, there's competition always. But away from the court and off the court, everybody, a lot of people are solid with each other. Like, look at Jeremy Roach. I mean, he's solid with Armando and RJ, because if I'm not mistaken, I think all three of them got the same agent.
Okay.
So, Mondo's said things about Jeremy, like, hey, I haven't talked to Jeremy, but that's my guy, things like that. I've heard interviews and stuff, or in interviews where he's even mentioned,
shout him out
name and give him a shout out and stuff like that. So I listen, it's gonna be a big one when they play Duke, boy. Golly, and it's in Cameron first. Like, before we get into the Duke conversation, listen, everybody, I'm turning this off. If you ain't on YouTube, then hey, you missing out. So come on over to YouTube at 94 Feet of UNC. Tap in with us. I got my brother Rayshawn Terry. I'm on here chopping it up with him. We just talking some hoops. First time going live. I appreciate, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Once again, come on over to YouTube, jump in the chat, ask questions, whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So we here to talk about it. We here to discuss questions, and it is what it is. But come on over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to it at 94 Feet of UNC, and we'll catch y'all over there or whatever in the chat and everything. All right? Peace. Yeah. Got to get off of that. Giving them too much. Yeah, you can't get everything. Like, good gracious. Like, pay for something. You can't get everything for free.
Right.
All right, so Ray, let's matter of fact, let's back it up a little bit. I don't even want to get into the Duke thing real quick. I don't want to get into that, right? What I do want to get into is, how do you like the way that the guys are coming along and playing right now? Like, I know you watched the SMU game. Of course, I know you saw the Notre Dame game. Honestly and truthfully, when you really sit back and think about it, Ray, they have not lost since Louisville. And they've only lost one game since Louisville, or they've only lost one game since UCLA, not Louisville. Louisville is the loss. But I mean, hey, they starting to, and I told everybody a long time ago, and I even told you, I said, listen, I think this was the breakout game, which was the UCLA game. I thought that was the breakout game for them. Yeah. So, to start turning things around. Yeah. So I know we've talked behind the scenes, of course, because that's just what we do. But I mean, we have not really talked since. We haven't talked even since I want you to kind of go back to the Notre Dame game, because I want you to tell me what you saw in that game, and then we'll shift things over to the SMU game, and then we'll kind of take things to the NC State game. So tell me what you think. What did you think about the Notre Dame game and how they played and all of that and stuff?
Well, the Notre Dame game, man, it was just, it was just early on. It was like I was getting the vibes of how we normally start the games. Guys, we just, having a slow start like we always have been. That's what we've been known to do so far this year. And it's like, but like I say, young fella, he having a good game, and he's playing well early on, and you got, I think Drake played pretty solid that game too. statistically, it might not have been, what we would have liked, but I think, like I said, a lot of the things that Drake does is it's not on the stat sheets, but at the same time, it's so vital, especially for the guys that know what that means. It's so essential to game changing situations and just game shifting situations. But Cadeau, he, like I say, he did a great job at just, controlling the offense. If we could just get him to just be a little bit more disciplined defensively and not picking up such, them early fouls or the unnecessary fouls. But shoot, at the end of the day, I felt like it was ugly, but it was a part of building our character to what we need to have going down the stretch of the conference play, because ACC, everybody knows, is probably, if not the best and the toughest conference in America. So
you still believe that?
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but you still believe that?
Especially with them adding teams like SMU, Stanford, and Cal. Like it's diversifying the conference, So it'll be interesting to see like how those boys respond, especially with those West Coast teams being added. So I really like that. I like that addition. And
didn't look good against the SEC, my guy.
No, we didn't look good. So what? That's just one game, No.
No. I'm talking about the ACC SEC challenge.
Yeah, that's one game. I'm talking about as far as us is concerned. Like now, the conference as a whole.
If you talk about that, because you talked about the conference
as a whole, the conference as a whole. Like I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of any other conference. So I'm being biased. I'm gonna be biased, And I'm still living on the back in my era and the eras before that. Like, ACC has been the power. We've dominated. We've been at the top tier of the conferences, for a long time. So we can afford to have a few down years, even if we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if we're not having the best year this year or as of late, like ACC is going to always be top tier, no matter what. We bring in the all the ratings. We bring in the like I say, we got the biggest rivalry in college sports. So
in all of sports, not just
in
college.
all of, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, in all of sports. There you go. Like, so.
Yeah.
With that being said, like us too are just holding that down. You know what I'm saying? Like alone. So, but yeah, like we that Notre Dame game, man. Like it was an ugly game, but hey, we'll take it, dog. Like, because like I say, that builds character and that builds momentum. Like I feel like us winning that game gave us hope, bro. Like it gave us hope for the remainder of the season to look, we can win ugly too. Like even though we haven't been playing our best, but to win like that and to go into those other games with that momentum. Look. I mean, I feel like that carried over to the SMU game. Like those guys had that confidence, they had that momentum, and we're at home. So yeah. Our swagger at the crib. We got our swagger is crazy at the crib. So, and then like I say, that boosted Ian's confidence even crazier. With him having such a great game, at Notre Dame, and then coming into the SMU game. It's just about just stacking those days, preparing for college. I mean, for conference play, and right. I think we understand that I think we're getting to that point now where we're understanding that, we can't expect to just win a game because we're North Carolina. Like we still have to earn our keep. I think that's where we're at mentally. And now it's just about, look, everything has been ugly, leading up until this point. But I feel like that SMU game, especially going into such a magnified game like NC State, is going to be the turning point for conference play for us. I feel like that'll be. We're gonna be fired up, obviously, because you got the Styles kid he's gonna be fired up, to come, for us to come in there, and I'm sure they're gonna have some reasons to be fired up too. So, just off the rivalry itself. So,
yeah.
So yeah, man, I really like the momentum. I like the way we're finding a way. We're finding a way, bro. Like at the end of the day, when all else fails, we're finding a way. We're finding a way, and it's like I say, we're showing character. We're showing character, and that's what I appreciate the most. It's like, yo, at the end of the day, y'all, we're not gonna be, they know. I'm pretty sure they know what they're up against. As far as all the hoopla and the what we don't have and what the expectations and all of that is. And I think for them, they're starting to get it to like, look, we gotta, as long as we bond together and we have each other's back.
Yeah.
We don't really have to, we don't have to worry about anything and just let our play take care of itself. That was our thing when we played. Just like, look, when we forget about all the hoopla and just take care of the things that you're supposed to take care of. Coach Williams used to say, if you do what you're supposed to do for the name that's on the front of the jersey, the name on the back of the jersey will be taken care of. So, and that was such a true statement. That was such a true statement. So, I really hope that they really see their potential and not fall victim to what the outside noise is talking about, because they can still turn their season around. I mean, they're doing it now, but they can take it. They can just stack those days and make this snowball effect go as big as they want it to go, man. And like I say, we could shut everybody up. We could shut everybody up, especially like I say, going into this NC State game and then the Duke game, like, So I'm really, if I haven't rooted before, I'm really rooting now. Like I'm really rooting, even though I've always rooted. But it's like I always say, I don't like to put expectations on us early on, because it's just I always feel like when I support or when I'm watching or I try to be involved, I jinx us, So, but at the end of the day, bro, I'm a heel, bro. So there's no getting around that. There's no getting around it, and I got to root for my boys. So,
So
the good, the bad, and the good, the bad, the ugly. I gotta lock in. I gotta be 10 toes with it.
So I will say this. Because I mentioned it to a few different people. Of course, the topic and the discussion and everything, it came up in the Discord that that I've been telling you about, right? So I mentioned the starting five that I brought to your attention.
Yeah.
Honestly and truthfully,
on some real, bro, I really don't want to. Like like I said, I go against the grain a lot when it comes to a lot of topics. So I know I'm gonna rub some people wrong.
Yeah, I don't. And yeah, we ain't gonna get too deep into it. I'm just saying that I know because I know that we talked about it, and I just want you to know that I had quite a few people riding with me and wasn't mad at that lineup at all. Just so
you had some people like, what are you talking about too?
No.
Yeah,
honestly,
you know
not in the Discord. Not in the Discord. I didn't, not one person said like, well, there is this one person in the Discord, like they kind of go against any and everybody in the Discord. So I really don't take what they say with a lot of value. I'm gonna be honest with you, because all they want to do is be combative towards everybody in the Discord. So if you want to say that I had somebody say something, yeah, I did. That person, I don't even know who the person is that I'm talking to, but I'm not about to play no internet games or anything either with you. Like, I just don't. I don't do that. I ain't no.
Man, it's probably it's a Duke fan or NC State fan, probably.
No, because everybody in this Discord are UNC fans. Everybody. It's a UNC Discord. It's not all over type thing. Like, if you're not a UNC fan, then yeah, you're not in it. It's just the fact that they want to be combative towards everybody, because I guess it's their thing to try and keep conversations going.
Yeah, to be the villain and all that,
And me and this person, we done once again, like I said, I don't know the person. I don't know who it is on the other side, but we done kind of went back and forth in the Discord where everybody could see it.
Yeah.
You know, I had to put the loaded Lux on him. Look at him getting emotional.
Right.
Emotional. Like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? He really got emotional, started cussing at me and everything. And I'm sitting up there like, yeah, okay. All right.
It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, it is what it is. You just getting emotional, dog. So, I mean, whatever. So, but I just wanted to let you know that.
I mean,
a lot of people was not
at the end of the day. At the end of the day, like I say, it's not that I don't agree with you, or I don't see where you're coming from. I'll say that. It's not like I don't see where you're coming from, but we got we have a lot at stake right now. So we're at a very pivotal turning point of our season. So I just feel like with that kind of experimenting, it just wouldn't be a good look. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, but like you say,
I don't think you have anything to lose, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm finna say. To your point, it's like, what do you have to lose? But we have a lot to lose. We have a lot to lose if you think about it. Like,
yeah, but if you're gonna experiment with it, you don't experiment against like a team that, you know, is top 3 or whatever in the ACC or something. Like, you experiment with like maybe one of those bottom teams, like the Miamis, the Boston Colleges. Well, actually, you know what? I don't even want to speak on the teams and bring the other teams up, because that would just be they're just not good. I don't care. I don't care. But Miami, Boston College, who else is at the bottom? Like, there's a lot of them. Georgia Tech, yeah, there's a lot of teams at the bottom of the ACC, man, that you can actually experiment if you wanted to. Throw that lineup out there at one of those games instead of one of your big games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, at this point, what do you have to lose? It's worth a try. Who knows? They may come out with that lineup and that might be gravy. And everybody is like, yes, keep that lineup. Like,
I don't even remember who all you had in that jump.
Yeah, I tell you, yeah, because I don't want us to really get too deep into it or whatever. But, you know, Yeah, I have to tell you later.
Honestly, look, I feel like now your argument or your choice would be a good. It would be good for debate, but I know for me, I just like I say, I don't want to rub the Carolina fan base the wrong way, so I'm gonna just stay in my lane on this one.
I just texted to you.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Can you see me?
Nah, you got your screen off. Unless you're reading the text.
Yeah, I'm reading the text right now, so it ain't letting me.
Oh, well, that could be why the screen went out.
Okay, yeah. What about now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
What's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's worth a try.
Like you said, only in those games that you can afford to experiment with them.
Right.
But
yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. I just think that this team is. I think they've turned things around. You know, I think that they have. I think they figured some things out. I think everybody actually starting to know what their actual roles are. It's good to have Seth back, even though he didn't.
Yeah, Seth hasn't been himself. He hasn't been himself, and that was what I was really, really regretting. Like that, it's him just coming back off the injury and not really being himself or being how he's been early on, all the way up until that point. Like
I knew he would be rusty. I knew he would be rusty coming back. 3 games.
Yeah. It's real hard to come back from an injury.
And the break.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from an injury and just hit the ground running. It's so hard to do that, because you especially if you're a player like that's big on repetitions and you're a rhythm guy and you haven't been able to get that kind of get your reps up and get them in, like in a game like situation. It's hard to just hit the ground running unless you just it's one of those out of body experience type situations that you would have to be in. You just all the stars are all lined up in the in the universe and everything is just going the right way. But of course, like I say, lineups changes and all of that stuff that plays a role in confidence and all of that too. So on top of, like I say, having a battle coming back from an injury, so I just hope he doesn't lose that momentum and that confidence, and they still instilling in him like, yo, we still need you to be Seth of this, what I'm saying, of this season that's carried us for the most part, and
But I think he lost it a little bit before the UCLA game, if you ask me. Before the injury.
Well, maybe, like I say, maybe the injury was lingering, prior to him getting injured. You know what I'm saying? Like it was one of those things, like it was already in the making, and it just, who knows, but I don't know, man. I just hope that we don't lose him. We don't lose him when it comes to what he's brought. I hope we don't lose that.
Right.
Because that was so vital. That was so vital and it still is. It's still is. That's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need that from him.
Yeah. I I ain't gonna say that. We do a lot.
You gotta be careful now. You gotta be very wise and
I ain't gonna say that.
Strategic about what you.
Yeah. Listen, we do enough talking all behind the scenes and
off air.
For sure. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Now, I can critique a player's game, and I said, I think,
sure.
I do think that he has been on a downslope since a few weeks or whatever before the UCLA game. I just don't. He's not. One thing for sure, he's not the same Seth that we saw in the beginning of the season. That's a fact. I mean, anybody can see that. Any and everybody can see that. So we know he's not the same Seth.
Well, to his defense, when every player goes through this. When you're, his his whole storyline and everything, like entering the transfer portal and then recanting, getting back out of the transfer portal, coming back to the team, and the momentum and everything, leading up into the season, and then him having such a explosion of a preseason and leading into the regular the regular season. It was just like, it took all of us by surprise, element of surprise. So he was riding that wave, and then with every wave and every trend is gonna come down. It's gonna start to tank a little bit, but I think now at this point it's about for him. It's about finding that steady pace. Long as he don't continue to do this, and he can try to find a way to just be, at minimum, just like steady and consistent. That's gonna be the thing for him, to just really the whole team.
Yeah.
Just try to find a way to be consistent, man. Like, you might not play great, but be consistent, be productive. If you can do that, then that's gonna be positive and the upside for our season is gonna be very promising.
That's a fact.
That's
a fact.
If we could just push each other to do that and challenge each other to do that, man, like that right there alone will separate, and it will be a difference in the season.
Well, I do think that they are communicating a lot more, and which is a good thing, which is what they needed from the beginning. They needed to communicate, and I mean communicating with each other on the court, of course.
Yeah, but I think for the most part, there needs to be accountability. I don't see that. I really don't see that part of it. And when I say accountability, I mean being vocal about holding guys accountable. Like, we've always been known to have a guy that was vocal, and we've had not just one guy. We've had a few guys. We've always been known to have a few guys to hold guys accountable.
But who is that supposed to be towards, right? Like, is that are you saying?
I don't know, but that's my point.
But I'm saying, are you still? But I'm asking, is that supposed to be? Are they supposed to hold the other person accountable in front of the public, or just amongst
No.
themselves?
I'm just saying on the court, like, well, that starts behind the scenes. That's something that starts behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And even in the games, yeah, you're gonna know. Everybody's gonna know who the vocal leaders are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna know who the vocal leaders are. And with our team right now, we don't know who the vocal leaders are.
We don't have any.
Hey, that's my point.
We don't have any.
And the reason, and because we don't have that, that is showing that's part of the results that we're getting or we're not getting. You know what I mean? Like,
but I think, like I said, I think it's starting to come around. I do think it's starting.
Yeah. I mean, I think instead of it being like our normal identity, like of knowing who's the vocal leaders, everybody's kind of pitching in and taking on that role.
Yeah.
You know, because if you look at from the outside looking in, it's like when you look at each individual, it's like all of them are kind of soft spoken.
That is a fact. Very quiet.
Yeah, so
they don't have
that one guy, like you say, last year's, even
we had Ingram.
We had Jeremy, like
we had Ingram.
Ain't wasn't his name Ingram? Not Harrison. Jeremy, but Harrison Ingram, yeah.
And you had Cormac, and you had Mondo.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my man. Shout out to my guy Jeremy Ingram, man. I've always been a fan of Jeremy Ingram. A lot of people don't know who that is, but that's been my guy. Every time I hear Ingram, he's the first person that comes to my mind. So shout out to Jeremy Ingram out there, that Kingston basketball out there, Kingston, North Carolina. One of the craziest jumpers I ever seen. Well, I think he wasn't but 6'1", 6'3", somewhere around in there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the craziest jumpers I ever seen, dog. Like, but anyway, yeah, like, those guys, they starting to come around, like I say, and I'm glad that they didn't wait until middle of the season or conference play to try to figure it out. But, like you say, guys are starting to embrace their roles of the team. So when you have stuff like that, man, that's the beginning stages of change and a positive feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get guys to start embracing their roles and accepting things, because early on, like, everybody's trying to, like, look, I'm trying to establish my my place here, and sometimes that can kind of that can kind of clash.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think everybody is wanting to see. We really are rooting. I think everybody is rooting for the better. From like I say, from a fan standpoint, even from a former player standpoint, like, guys are rooting, man, because I mean, at the end of the day, we Carolina, dog, like. So
that's a fact.
I don't know, the standard and the tradition is exactly that. It's like, yo, we have a standard and we have that tradition. So with that being said, it's like, it's pressure, but it's not pressure for them, for them young fellas to understand that, like, yo, you playing for something, bro. As opposed to a lot of these universities, the difference in them, they, like, whatever they doing is a plus. Like, they not really, they trying to create a legacy for the program and start a tradition and a history and all of that. But for us, we already have that before us. You know what I'm saying? Before we even come in the door. So we have an expectation and we have a standard to follow, and the ones that's coming after us are the same. So, like I say, it's pressure, but it's not pressure. Because they still got to go out there and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact. That's a fact.
But you can only do that by one. You know what I'm saying? This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So they gotta just take one game, one practice. One game at a time. And as long as they stay together and all of that, like at some point it'll click. I just hope sooner than later.
I think I like I said, I think it's already clicked. I think right now they got a good chance to win a good 5-6 in a row right now.
Man, listen, if they beat NC State, I think that, like I say, that'll be what, 3 in a row?
That's 3 in a row, but then look at the schedule that they got coming up. Like after that, you got Cal, Stanford at home. I think you go to Wake Forest.
Wake Forest is not no pushover this year.
I'm not saying that. But you got Stanford and Cal. You can win against NC State. That's 5. They got, if I ain't mistaken, Boston College somewhere in that. I think Boston College is somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, so you got State at State, Cal and Stanford at home, at Wake Forest, Boston College at home, and then that's when you go on that stretch with at Pitt, at Duke, home against Pitt, at Clemson, at Syracuse, and then you got to come back home against NC State. That's the tough stretch for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
But that's why they got to get these wins in now.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah. That's tough. That's tough.
That's why I say, bro. That's why I say we the best conference in the country, bro. We the best conference, bro. Like every night you got to bring it. Like even if it, like you said, those lower level teams, they're not gonna. You're gonna get their best shot, bro. Like you're UNC. Like you're gonna get there, no matter what the record is. You're gonna get that team's best shot every time. It don't matter who the team is.
That's their Super Bowl.
Because you got to think these teams are still wanting revenge from years prior of you beating them, smacking and beating up on them over the years. So look how Louisville was so excited to beat us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were ecstatic as if they beat the number 1 team in the country that day.
Yeah. Beating Carolina it's everyone's Super Bowl, basically. That's just what it is. I mean, everybody.
Like I said, we have a history. We have a long history of just beating the brakes off of these teams. Like, so now when these teams have a team that's even close to having a chance to beat us, and they actually do that, like, oh my goodness, like it's like they could lose every game after the season. I mean, after that game, they good. It's like, yo, we beat Carolina, bro. Like we beat Carolina this year.
That's the only thing that's gonna matter to them.
Yeah, trust me. Everybody has us marked out on their calendar. That's for sure, 100%.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah. I could definitely see that. So, but hey, we're gonna see. Like I said, they got a chance to rack up and get some W's right now before that crazy stretch. Wake Forest is gonna probably be the tough one. I think they do get by NC State tomorrow. Pretty easy.
That's gonna be a very, very high intensity game. Like it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be very intense, bro. I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. Ooh. It's gonna
the crazy thing is they don't really have a bench, which works in our favor. Yeah, they really don't have a bench. Like, not like talking about it. Like, so, I mean, the game is going to be interesting because, I mean, it's NC State. They want to beat us.
And we got to go there. So it's even more of it's going to be crazy. That game is going to be crazy. I'm telling you, people don't understand the magnitude of what's going on. Like, stuff is happening right now is what I'm telling. Like, stuff is going on behind the scenes with NC State right now that we don't even know what's going on. Like, stuff is going on as we speak right now in the snow. Still, they don't snows, rain, sleet.
Them jokers probably out there jogging right now. Kevin Keith's probably got them out there jogging right now.
They don't care, bro. They nothing stopping this rival. Like, nothing stopping this. And yeah. This is what Carolina, I mean, not Carolina, but this is what college basketball is. This is the excitement that I love about NCAA basketball. Like, I love it. I love that, man. Like, that's what
I will say this. I'll say this just to change the subject a little bit real quick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It is big rumors. It is big rumors. Not going to say that it's officially a lock yet. So, I mean, I got to make sure that I put that out there. But there are some major rumors going on that UNC is about to land Caleb Wilson. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that. I heard we're in the forefront.
Yeah, because you already know what our conversation was about, and you was like, "Yo, I don't think they're gonna land him either." After the AJ,
I didn't honestly, like I say, I didn't. But when, from the whispers, it's like, "Yo, we're in the forefront right now." So we'll see. We just dropped the ball. We dropped the ball with AJ, but
I'm so glad we did not get AJ. I really am. When you sit back and think about it, I don't want what comes with AJ. I really don't. Good player, but I don't want.
No, he's a great player. Let's get that. Let's change that.
Whatever you want to call him. And of course, that's your opinion. But
he's great. I'm sure that's a lot of other people's opinion too.
He's a good player to me. Good player.
That's you got some things you just got to call it for what it is.
Great. But I call him a good player. Same way I call Cooper Flagg. I had a discussion today.
Yeah, you ain't big on him, but I'm telling you, like, bro is like that, bro. He like that.
Who?
Cooper?
AJ or Cooper?
Cooper's like that, bro.
No, he's not.
He's as advertised.
I presented a question to my boy today that's on the 5 Point Play podcast or whatever. Yeah. Kind of had him stuck a little bit. Because normally he's like, yeah, this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And
so what was the question? What was the question?
Golly. All right, I'll ask it. They supposed to talk about it Monday on their show, but I'll ask it. So I asked him, I said, because my whole point was if Cooper would be unanimously, in my eyes, of course, the number one player, the best college player right now that's going to come out, number one player in the draft, unanimously he would get it over Dylan Harper and all of that. But right now he's in the runnings with Dylan Harper as far as Dylan getting it and all of that and stuff. So my question to him was, if you take off 3 people off of Duke's team, which ones would they take off? And then start to sit back and break it down, because now Cooper is going to be doing a lot more because he's going to be a lot more reliable than he is now. That's a big plate that they have to spread around with one fork. Everybody trying to eat. So he's going to be a lot more reliable. His points average is going to go up.
Yep.
His blocks is going to go up. His rebounds going to go up. Not saying that they're going to jump to 10 points a game or 10 more points a game or something like that, but they're going to go up, which now is going to make him a better player in college, which is also going to, if it's going to make him a better player with everything that he has around him now, with the hype and the buildup and things like that or whatever, then, I mean, he would unanimously get the player of the year, number 1 draft pick. I mean, he would get all of that. But right now, I still think he's still in the runnings for it with a few other players. And he's just not unanimously running away with that trophy. So
now, you saying in the ACC or in the country?
In the country.
So right now, I feel like he's leading that case in the ACC.
That's the ACC. I'm talking about the country.
Yeah, in the country, yeah. He's not, like, I won't say unanimous in the country now. No. Not unanimous.
That's my point. But that's my point. Because like I told him, I said, if you take off 3 players off of the team, Cooper becomes more reliable, which means that he's going to end up being a better player. His points average is going to go up, blocks, rebounds, and everything. Because now they rely on him more. That's going to make him a better player.
Well, it's going to make him
not
look
saying
like a
that he's
player.
Not good.
It's going to make him look like a better player because of his increase of points and rebounds and all of that. But
it's going to do that too. But it's going to make him. It's still going to make him a better player.
But who's to say that they're going to win? They might not be the team that they want to be if you take away 3 players.
But you don't have to win to be a national player of the year.
Why not? Your team is based on your success level.
No,
too.
It's based on your success level.
No, it's not. It's not just, you can't be sorry. Your team can't be trash and then you hooping like that and think you're finna get the player of the year. And that's not gonna, it's never been that way.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I mean, go back and look at it.
Your team is not your team if it wasn't for you.
Right, but I'm saying if you look at how they pick national players of the year, it's based on your success as with your team basis on that. You can't be at the bottom of the conference and think you're going to be a national player of the year. That has never been. It has never happened that I know of. You can't be. Your team can't be at the bottom of the conference and think you're going to be player of the year, because now you just look like an individual. It's not based on what they consider the most valuable player. Most valuable player means of your team, like what you're doing to elevate your team, not just an individual. It's not just an individual award. What
players would you take off of Duke? 3. Pick 3.
What players would I take off of their team?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like, what players at the moment, right now, on this team that they have right now, what 3 players?
I don't even know their players' names. I know the numbers, but I don't know the names. I don't know the Duke. I don't follow them like that to know. I don't care for them enough to know their names.
All right, fair enough. All I'm saying is, if you take off 3 players and they are starting that and they're averaging 6 to 8 points, 10 to 12, numbers like that.
But why am I taking them off the team? What is the point of that?
Because that's a big plate and you ain't got but one fork to try and feed it.
You said it's a big plate and you ain't got but one fork?
Yeah. You trying, if you got a team like that, because you could go 13 deep. So if you took off 3, with him having all of that notoriety and everything,
right? So if you take away 3 players, they're going to be sorry. They're going to be trash.
I can't say that.
I'm telling you, if you take 3 players, they don't have that kind of team where you could just take 3 players and Duke's still going to be Duke.
What 3 players would they take off? See, that's my point. Because
but if you take, so apparently they get you. Does it mean start? Are you talking about starting lineup or just 3 in general?
Starting, not so much the starting lineup, but One's coming off the bench.
If you take the bench players away, it won't matter because they don't play them anyway.
So, but okay, so now which was my question: what big players or big name players is someone taking off? Because I don't think a lot of them. I think they're gonna try and keep the big name players.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you take the three, let's say, what's number 7 name? Capel or whatever his name is.
What
7?
number?
Number 7.
Oh, Knipple.
Knipple, yeah. You take him away. What's number 5?
Proctor. I think that's Proctor.
And you take number 9. If you take 9 away, number 9, them 3, there is a dub. It's a dub for them. The center from Senegal, though. I think Sudan.
But see, that's the thing. A Duke player, a Duke fan or whatever would have to take 3 off of their team. They have so many different weapons, so it's like, okay.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Like who?
They got a lot of weapons. Isaiah Evans can get going whenever he needs to.
No, I ain't. There's a reason why he's coming off the bench, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that though, Ray. Like
he's a weapon. He's a weapon. Look, he's a weapon. He's a weapon, but he's
a weapon. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a starter.
Yeah, but if you take those 3 guys away that we're talking about, he has to be now. He becomes a starter, and he's not gonna duplicate what the starters are doing. I just don't see that.
I don't know, man.
Which brings me back to my point. Like, you take 3 of their main players away, Duke is not Duke.
But it doesn't have to be 3 big main players. It's just got to be 3 active players.
Okay, boom. That's all. Let's say you take the three of the bench players that are key contributors. You take 3 of them away. They still not gonna be the same team because now you still got a sub. Those starters have to come out of the game.
I think that they would still be a pretty decent team, even if you took 3 of them off.
So they top 10 in the country still. If you take 3 of their players away, is what you telling me?
I think so. Yeah.
No, never. Not happening.
Who you taking off?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I could sit up and say who he told me because he is a Duke fan. Who is on the
Duke? So your question is, who could I take off from their team and they could still be top 10 contenders?
Yeah.
I don't see. I don't know. I don't think that could happen. I don't think if I take 3 players away from them, they're going to be top 10. I just don't see that.
I just don't want to give none of his information away because it is a question that he wants to present to his guys when they do their podcast or whatever Sunday or whenever they plan on doing it. So,
all right, well, I mean, I don't care anyway. It's Duke, so it's
I'm with you. I want to wait until their episode comes out before I start letting some stuff, cats out the bag and all of that and stuff or whatever, because I think it was interesting because that's the first time that I've ever had him stumped and as far as trying to think about an answer for a question. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let him tell it like, yo, that was an amazing and really good question. Like, so it put him in a tough situation because it was like, ooh, who would I take off? Like, so yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I don't want to put nothing out there. I don't want to put no answers or anything out there because, like I said, I want him to answer that with his boys on the pod. So we'll see what happens or whatever. We'll see what happens. So listen, Ray, you already know how it is, bro. You already know what it is. This is just something that we was doing, just to kind of test things out a little bit, just so that everybody knows for the rest of the month of January, Ray is my co-host. So if there's some special guest or something like that that's coming on, unless it's somebody that has not been on the show, of course. I mean, because everybody deserves their own special time alone, of course, or whatever. But if they are a reoccurring guest, I guess you could say, of course, Ray is my he's my co-host,
baby. I'm the co-host for the rest of the month. So hey, y'all tune in. Like he said, y'all tune in, man, and just kick it, pop, pop some stuff with us. I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but pop some stuff with us, and shoot the shoot.
Yeah,
shoot
and tap it. If you tap in with us on Instagram, then you'll know when we're doing some lives.
I think you'll get a clearer and a better understanding of what to expect on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my bad. I mean, yeah. If you tap in with us on Instagram, I think I just said if you tap in with us on YouTube. But if you tap in with us on Instagram lives, because we are going to be doing some lives and tapping in with each other or whatever, you just got to catch it when you can catch it. Then you'll know it'll give you some updates on when we're doing the live shows or whatever. So all for the month of January. Ray is my co-host. I'm curious to know what guests he would like to bring on. I know one of them already, but I don't want to say nothing. Of course, it's a guest that's been on the show before, but I'm curious to know who else Ray would like to bring on to the show. Because
I'm gonna bring on y'all. I'm gonna pull one out the hat on y'all on this one. On one of them, I'm gonna pull one out the hat. I'm gonna pull some rank.
Now, Ray, it's got to be somebody that's been on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. It ain't the one that we've been talking about, is it? Or you talking about somebody different?
I mean, you want me to tell you?
Nah, I don't want you to tell me, but I'm saying, are you talking about who we've talked about, or are you talking about somebody totally different?
No, it's just one of the, like you said, it's one of the guys that you talked about, but it's probably, you probably not expecting him to come back, but he's been on, somebody that you would love to bring back.
Okay. I mean, I would love to bring any and all of them back. Absolutely. Yeah. Like I tell everybody on the show at the end of the show, like, listen, it's an open invitation.
We talking about, we don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying with the schedule and all of that stuff, time and all of that, you just don't permit him to do it. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. We can make that happen. We can definitely make that happen. So let's see. All you got to do is set it up, bro.
Yep. That's like I said, I'm gonna pull some rank. I don't usually, like I say, I usually don't. I ain't big on, like, just asking people for stuff. But at the same time, when I ask, it's they know what's up.
Oh, matter of fact, I think I do know. Now, when you said what you said, I think I do know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that I would appreciate, of course, coming back. But
yeah, that's what I said. Somebody you would love to have come back.
Yeah, due to the scheduling and stuff like that. Yeah. I know exactly who you talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Big Bro holler, they gotta salute, Big Bro.
Hey, yo, Ray act like he the Godfather or something.
Nah, man. I mean, listen, if you know, like when you play with me, like everybody that play with me know what's up with me. Like I ain't everybody. I get love from everybody. I'm telling you, I get love from everybody. But like I say, I just play the back. I play the background. I mean it for real. Like whenever I speak to certain individuals, it's like, yo, all right, big dog, cause it's the same way with me. to the guys that I look up to, that's a part of the Carolina family tree. Like when they speak, it's like, okay, Big Dog done spoke. Like everybody listen up. What you need from us, Big Dog. So it's not really no state of arrogance or anything like that. I'm humble now. I'm humbled by it, but at the same time, I've earned that keep too. I've earned that. And so I've earned that right to be called a big dog and big bro.
I got you. Well, you already know that it's also time for some of them other ones too.
No, I mean, yeah, it's just like, like I say, bro, it's scheduling and schedules and just time, time permitting. If the time permits and the schedule's aligned, then who knows what could happen.
Yeah. That's true.
So we will, like I say, I'm gonna try to work some of my magic, man, and see what we can come up with. Because at the end of the day, this thing can still, it's all love, but I'm still, I want to be the best co-host. I'm trying to get the. You remember when I was talking to you about like. I'm always asking who's your best pod episode,
the best episode and all of that. Yeah.
So I'm it's all love at the end of the day, but it's like, yo, I want to be up there with the top dogs, when it comes to the views and stuff like that. I want to see if people really want to tune in to what I got to say and what I'm talking about. Yeah. So
big bro is think he's still leading it right now.
Yeah. Big Noob.
Yeah.
Big Noob came and took my spot.
Yes, he did. I think Big Noob, if I ain't mistaken, last time I checked. Now that could have changed, but
no. I mean, like I say, like I'm in good company though, because like I say, Noob is a guy that I admire and I look up to and I like a whole lot. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's big bro right there. So yeah, we're gonna figure it out or whatever. You got to get this computer so that we can do these lives on the gram.
I don't really. Hey, look, I guess I gotta bust my Instagram cherry too, because I don't really do. I ain't never did a live outside of yours, like.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I ain't real big on live, man. I don't do live.
Got to get that computer for the YouTube and use the phone for the IG, so when we go live and we go live, we can go live.
We could go live.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When we go live, we could go live.
That's what it do. Do.
So we gonna make it happen. We definitely gonna make it happen. So but we, like I said, we got some things lined up, man. It's 2025 or whatever. Like
FON. What you call it? FON.
FON all 2025.
All 2025.
All 2025. If you know, you know. I ain't got to keep saying it every time. I ain't got to keep doing all of that. If you know, you know. And just know that what I know is going to be what you want to know.
Facts.
If you know, you know. Like that's just what it is. Like I said, some big things lined up, man. Big things lined up. I cannot wait. I can't wait, man, to take things to the next level. Like when
we gonna get the people, another episode, man. Like
I'm working on that. I'm
trying to get as many in as I can, for the rest of this month. So I'm trying to push the envelope.
Listen, there could be times because it's 12 months out of the year. So there could be a time where you may end up with another month, bro. Like, to be honest,
that's my point, my God. But in order for me to get that money, I got to show and prove now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't even saying that because of that. I'm saying that because, listen, a lot of people are busy. A lot of them.
So you telling me there's possibility for me to just, you know what I'm saying, by default, like, hey, bro, look, hey, buddy, canceled out. Like, I need you, guy. You know, yeah. And look, and I'm gonna catch that lob and do this.
Like, listen, I would love to have D Phelps on for a month. But D Phelps,
that's gonna be tough. Just look, doing basketball season.
Point.
Look, doing basketball season, I don't see that with any coach.
That's not happening. Exactly. That's my point, though.
So like, I think I might look. I might be, instead of every a couple months, I might be half of the year.
It could happen.
Like, you know what, Ray? This thing is a good. This is a good marriage, man. I want to keep it going, dog.
Might make that happen too. Might make that happen too, for sure. But like, listen, it's tough to get up with B Reese. It's gonna be tough to get up with Q because being on the West Coast.
It's gonna be, speaking of West Coast, man. Shout out to the them folk out there in LA, man. Like they really going through it. Yeah. Like, so my heart and my prayer going out to them. I had just hit nephew up today. You know what I'm saying, just to make sure.
How is
he said they not affected out there.
That's right, because he's in Oakland.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm just got to check on my family out there, make sure he good. Wad and I don't Rashad, obviously, even though a lot of people don't talk about gutter, but that's still family.
I feel bad because I haven't reached out to DG. Like, I gotta reach out to
DG. Danny out there. Yeah, I ain't reached out to DG either. I ain't reached out to DG, so I gotta reach out to him.
For sure. I gotta reach out to
DG.
Yeah. Gotta reach out to DG, man. Make sure he's good.
Dion, shoot, a lot of them cats from out there.
Dion's in
but
Japan,
his family's out there. His family's out there though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we got a couple of them Cali boys.
Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, I definitely got to reach out to DG, man, for sure. I knew Q was good. I mean, because he's
Q. I think Q is in Las Vegas though.
Nah, Q in Oakland.
Yeah, that's where he lives. That's where his mom and his family live. But I think nephew is like out. He's back and forth. I think he's back and forth from LA and Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, he's like you say, he's good. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, I still want to reach out to him though, because I do want to check on him, man. Make sure that he's good.
It's always good to let people know you think about them, and
absolutely.
That go a long way, especially when you're on the receiving end of it, to know that people care about you and think about you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Q, if you watch this, I'll be tapping in with you soon, my brother, making sure that you're good. DG, same with you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Dion, Wad, y'all brothers, man, be safe out there. Like you said, bro, it's just a devastation. It's a tragedy of what's going on out there in Cali. And of course, wishing nothing.
Hearts go out.
Absolutely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just I know it's tough times right now. Tough times for so many people. Mm-hmm. And just know that 94 feet of UNC or whatever, we here. We here for whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, if we could do something, we definitely gonna make it happen. Like, for sure. So just y'all, everybody, just try to continue to remain safe.
Shoot, even here on this side, with the snow and everything that's going on, man, y'all be safe out there on the roads. Try to stay in the house as much as you can, bro, especially over the weekend. Hopefully everybody got all the necessities and food and what have you of that nature and just kind of, like I say, just bundled up and just kicking it with the fam and just staying safe, because there's definitely not a place out there right now with Mother Nature.
Yeah, for sure.
Mother Nature got two minds of her own right now.
Yeah, Mother Nature is doing her thing right now. Sure. She is doing her thing, like doing it whenever she want, however she want, what she want, when she want. Like she's just doing her thing right now. So I mean, that was one of the reasons why we wanted to do this live tonight. Because we both knew that we was gonna be in the crib. Just kind of chopping it up. It's a Friday. We got snow going on outside if you're living on the East Coast, if you're in the North Carolina area, just in the South, the Mid-South, Virginia area.
Dude, Texas is having a catastrophic year.
Yeah, Texas just got hit with some snow, which is very
unusual.
Absolutely. So, it's just a lot going on out there, whatever. So, like I said, me and Ray, we decided that we was gonna try this. This is my first live that I've ever done.
Successful live. We like I say, all positivity this year. Sometimes you gotta speak your own existence, and you gotta claim. You gotta claim your own right. Sometimes you gotta speak over your own self. Sometimes, so
that's it. And if you do that, then you stay motivated. And if you stay motivated, that's going to continue to help you to grow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I'm excited about it. It's going to be so many lives this year. I'm enjoying this. I like how it's set up and how it's done or whatever. And I got some revamping going on, everybody too. So just so everybody knows or whatever, pretty soon you might see a different background and just some other things.
Reconstruction, my boy, remodeling.
Yeah. Remodeling the Zell Dome a little bit and things like that. So that's all of that's coming soon. We're gonna make it happen or whatever. It's Go Heels as always.
Hey, as my boy Dino, listen. I don't know who followed David Noel, but this around Duke and NC State, and specifically for Duke though, D Noel got this little saying that he does. It's so funny, bro. It has me weak every time, boy. I can't do it, but I whenever he does it, I'm gonna see if we can get him. See if my boy can. We're gonna get him on here doing the Duke and Carolina rivalry week, and we're gonna have him do it. It's the best. It's the best. I love when he does it.
That's a bet. Like, say no more. Big shout out to Dino, man.
Dino,
my other brother, for sure.
I love you, boy.
Boy. For sure, man. Big shout out to Dino, man. He doing his thing or whatever down there with
my boy doing
with the Swarm. Right?
Swarm.
Yeah. Greensboro Swarm.
Down there in Greensboro.
Yeah, with the G League or whatever. So big shout out to Dino, man. Big shout out to Mike. Big shout out to everybody.
Yeah, everybody, bro. Everybody doing their thing right now. Everybody's doing their thing. So
big shout out to everybody.
That's always loved and a wonderful thing to hear.
Absolutely. We're gonna see about trying to get Ray and get him in his own show too, if he decides that he wants to do something like that.
I don't see that coming no time soon. I'm good with this right here, Brody. Just being real.
He say that until he ends up doing one or whatever. He'd be like, you know what? I might be able to make some changes and move some things around so I could do one.
Look, I'm cool playing the sidekick, my guy. I'm cool. Trust you, me.
Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna talk to him about it. We're gonna talk to him about it. We're gonna figure some things out. So, but nah, man. Listen, Ray, for sure, man. I always appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah,
always appreciate you, my brother, man. And matter of fact, when is the next game? Not tomorrow's game, but the next one.
Dude, it might not even be a game tomorrow. with this weather.
I did not think about that. I did not think about that.
Yeah, they might not have no game tomorrow, bro. Yeah, I don't know, but then again, you know, college sports has a way of finding itself to make it proceed.
Now, whatever you gotta remember. Now, the game is at 4 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so, it's gonna be in the 40s.
It's supposed to come down even more tomorrow, though.
I ain't seen that.
Yeah, it's supposed to do it today and tomorrow. So we'll see, though. Hopefully,
that's in the morning, if anything.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll see. But right now, it's actually sleeting. It's sleeting right now. So you know what that means. I mean, it's gonna freeze up. It's gonna be ice.
Yeah.
It'll be ice. So.
So if that's the case, then we're not gonna talk about tomorrow's game anyway, because we didn't already did that. But the next game is Wednesday.
Okay.
Against Cal.
Yep.
So me and Ray gonna figure some things out. Probably try and do a show maybe on Tuesday or something like that.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, we got to get them. We got to stack them days, my guy. Stack these days, folks. Look, got me fired up already, boy. You got me fired up.
It's got to be before the game anyway. So I mean, we might as well
get it, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. So just so everybody knows, listen, it may be twice a week. More than likely, there's going to be twice a week shows with me and Ray, twice a week, because once again, if Cal is on next Wednesday, Stanford is on Saturday, which means you will get a show probably that Friday, next Friday. So consider and look at two shows.
We constant with it, constant. You know what I'm saying? Hitting with them bangers. So we need y'all to subscribe, bro. We constantly feeding y'all with this content. Subscribe. We need y'all to subscribe
to the channel
at UNC, YouTube, and Instagram.
We're gonna be going live on Instagram for sure. So I mean, make sure that y'all tap in with that. And like Ray said, make sure you subscribe to the channel at 94 Feet of UNC. Make sure you like and follow at 94 Feet on UNC on Twitter and on Instagram. And follow Ray Terry too, man. Don't just follow me. Follow Ray Terry too. It's my brother, y'all. Y'all know who Ray Terry is, a legend.
For those of you that don't know, my Instagram is Sir Terry 24.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say.
If you would be so kind to send me a request, or you follow me, that would be greatly appreciated, and I will follow. I follow back too, so I'm not one of those type.
Yeah.
So but you know, hey, I was gonna stay out the way. I'm not gonna put my little 2 cents in it, you know. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, man. So, man, make sure y'all follow Rayshawn, man. For sure. He follows a lot of people and follow everybody back. I mean, hey, that's what's up. Jump in the DMs and tell them that you from 94 Feet of UNC family or whatever.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Then that's when he'll know. Okay, cool. We good people. That's bro right there. That's bro Pete.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all jump out there and follow him for sure. Like I said, don't forget to tune in next Tuesday. Hopefully we got to figure out a time and stuff like that, because this is all new. This is all new to me as far as doing lives and things like that. And of course, this isn't what Ray Terry do on the regular. So this is still new and fresh.
Everything is trial and error. Everything's trial and error, man. So
for sure.
We're learning as we go, you know.
For sure. So,
but pros don't, it don't take long for us to catch on. So you know how they go.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but we appreciate everybody. Listen, that's my guy Rayshawn Terry. Make sure I put that. I get
calls in. The guy right there, the big homie right there, the big bro for sure. Like I said, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure y'all tune in on Tuesday because we're going to be right back making things happen. And until then, hey.